This is Irontrader. It is hump day, which means it is crude day. Now, we're going to be a little bit delayed as far as the crude numbers, but again, at 4:30 today, the API numbers will be out for crude. And then on Thursday at 11 a.m., the numbers of the EIA report will be out for crude, and the EIA report will be out for natural gas at 10:30 on Thursday, and then the rig count as usual on Friday. Okay, as usual, we are going to review crude oil here and natural gas. This video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation to buy, sell any stock, or an ETF. Please like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Okay, here we have crude oil. Now, we have a really good, nice bullish off the old from last week, Friday. Look at that. Okay, so we have that reversal candle. So I always point out these reversal candles. We had two of them right here, okay, and that put a nice double bottom situation. But you notice it went right into that 200 SMA. Okay, then it pulled back, put a series of lower highs and lower lows in here. But on last Friday, this was very interesting because it came all the way on down. Okay, and it never made it to that 200-day at 75.82. But what it did, it came down, and then we put in this higher high, and we blasted right through that 8-day, the 21-day, this 21-day, the 50-day, and now over that 200-day. This is very, very bullish. Now, when you look at this candle, these reversal candles, they come in kind of a different kind of a look. See, there's one right there. Then she rallied up nicely. There's another one, looks like a little sticky. She rallied up nicely. Okay, same way with here, same way with there. Okay, so that's what you always want to look at when you're looking at chart patterns. What is going to be reversed? Just like we had this candle here. See that? That's a reverse candle. Then we had the double top. Then she sold right off nice. Then other thing you always want to watch is patterns, okay? So this is a head and shoulders pattern. There's your head, your left shoulder, your right shoulder, and then she came right on down very, very nicely, okay? So now we got a nice, good, bullish track here, and now we're above this key 200-day that I've been pointing out. Okay, so what do we want to do? So for today, what we want to do is watch today's high. You had 80.62, okay? So just go to the left of the chart here. This is your resistance levels, okay? 80.70. Look to the bottom of that candle, 80.88. Look to the bottom of this candle, 80.95. Look to the top of that candle, you're looking at 81.57. And then there's your target at 81.71. Okay, very, very nicely. Now, it looks like we broke out of this range. That 200-day was very, very strong. Now, yesterday, when we came in, okay, it was the price was sitting right here below this 100-day in the 21 SMA. Okay, but once it blew through that, then your next target was that 21 there, sitting right at 79.18, and then we had that 50-day that was sitting right above it, and then we had this key 200-day, which is now sitting at 79.97. Now you can see yesterday's candle; it just engulfed all of this real quick, like okay. So we had 2 days which engulfed all of these days, and we closed above that 200-day. Extremely bullish, okay? Now, another thing you always want to look for here is I use the RSI, Relative Strength Index. It tells you just basically how strong. And when I see a low here, and a really low, I see a higher low, and I mean a lower low here, and then I see a higher low here. So you have positive divergence, okay? So when you're looking for reversals, never look for just one thing, okay? Because usually you want to have stuff that lines up. So when you see a reversal candle like this, and then you see this positive divergence going on here. And then what we do is we see this MACD, which was like in really oversold condition. Okay, and then it popped up here now. The green is over your red. This gives you like 3 things that says, wow, I got to get long the trade. Then another thing for me is when this closed, it closed at 76.98. So it went all the way up here, could not get through that 100-day. Came all the way on down. Then the next day, when this candle roared up and it got above that, okay, and it held the green, that tells you that's a buying opportunity you got to get in. Now, yesterday was a really nice candle because look at it. We held that top portion of that candle. You didn't even come down to halfway down to the candle. Okay, that's always very bullish. And then look at that big green candle. We took out all that downtrending. Okay, so what are we looking at now? Okay. So what we have here is you got the high of 80.62. So we always want to watch here. Okay, so you have 80.31. We're obviously above that. We have your 80.65. That's going to be your next big time level. Is going to be this 8 simple moving average. See that? Okay, and then where do we go here today? You went to 80.62. So it came in within 3 cents of that 8 simple moving average. Okay, then we just follow the candles like I had. Okay, but realistically, your big target right there, 81.71. That's what we're looking to get. Okay, now downside, very, very key, very, very crucial is going to be this 200 day. You need to hold this 200 day here on a closing basis. That's going to be key. That's going to be 79.95. Now, again, if that's lost here, then what you can do is you can follow this all the way on back on down here. Okay, so then you have your 79.42. Here what we have is your 79.18, and then we come down to your 100 day. You're looking at 79.05, and then we have your 21 day sitting at 78.92, and then your 8 day below that at 78.72. Okay, so there's a lot of good support here now below that. Your 50, your 21 day, okay, your 100, your 21 day, and then your 8 day. But the key is going to be this 200 day, day on a closing basis. That 200 day should be very, very strong support. So realistically, here now we're trading this range. Okay, we had this 100 day to 200 day. Okay, made it very nice, and then it broke below, and then we came all the way on down. Okay, but we've held this 200 day on your weekly chart. Always very, very good. Now we got a new trading range here. Hopefully, okay, so we can look right there. See, so this is going to be your key support. So what you want to watch today is this 79.95. You need to close above that. That's key. Okay. The target up here is going to be 81.71. That's your 50 day. That's your target. So now, hopefully, we'll have a nice trading range going right on up. Okay. Now, again, if it starts getting, say, it blows through this, which is very, very possible, well, then what we do is we just follow all the candlesticks right on up here again. Okay. So your next level is going to be 81.99. Okay. Then when we come here, you look at this. You look at the low of that, that's 82.40. Okay. Then we'll look here to the top of this candle. You're looking at 83.30. Okay. And then what we'll do is we just follow that all the way on up here. You got 83.91. And then right here, we have your 84.46. Okay. That's exactly what you're looking for. So what we do is we'll bring these price channels here across. Okay. And those are going to be your big targets if, big if, you can break above and close above that 50 simple moving average. Now, you can see your price channel here is coming down. It'll probably level off here pretty, very, very easy here. Right now, you're sitting at 83.30 level, which is basically the top of this candle right here. Okay, see that? Boom. Okay, all the way on up. And then again, if you can get back up here, then we just follow it all the way up. The key is going to be today is going to be holding this key 200 SMA. Very, very critical. Okay, if it's lost, well, then we just follow the simple moving averages all the way on down. Okay, if you can gain that, we'll follow these candles here, but realistically, there's your target, 81.71. Now, here by Friday, okay, today's only Wednesday, so we got plenty of time left. We want to realistically hold this 50 day, that 21 day on a closing basis. That would be very, very good. And if we can get above this key 100 SMA here, okay, and stay above that and close above this 8 SMA, this would be all very, very bullish. Then we can start hitting these, and then you have that big target up there at 87.67. Now, RSI here looking very good. Now look at your MACD. Your green went below your red, but now it looks like it's going sideways. Maybe you want to curl right back up here. We've got to see how this all shakes out. Now, remember that API report will be out today at 4:30. So it should have a lot of the numbers in there here from Memorial Weekend. So we should have some pretty good draws. So we got to see, and then we have to compare that to that EIA report there on Thursday. Okay, let's take a look here at natural gas. Okay, here we have natural gas, your hourly and your 4-hour chart. Now, everybody gets up and they look at that natural gas and says, oh my God, look, natural gas is ripping. No, it isn't. This is that contract roll. Okay, okay, started Sunday. A contact roll, it popped right up. So if you look at it, like I trade UNG, okay, it closed at 1936. Right now it's sitting at 1913. Okay, so it didn't really do dick. Okay, so that's just a contract roll. Okay, so here's what you got to do. Let's just look at the upside. What you want to do, you got to get above this 2.848. Okay, if you can, then what we can do is we'll come right up here and this level here. See this here? We look at this high, 2.85. See right there? See that double top situation? Very, very critical. Okay. If you can rally above it, well, then we can hit this candle right there, you're looking at 2.88, and then your big retest up there at 2.92. Now, I never like these gap ups like this because gaps usually want to get filled. Now, last time it never did fill it. However, it is what it is. So on the downside here, we're really going to be watching that 2.73 here, but then we have to always look at the top of that candle. That's that 2.62. That would be your fill area. Okay, so here we have on your 4-hour chart. See, last time this was that contract roll. See how it gapped up and it had a really nice run. So I don't know if we can do that again here or if you can, but just look at that when you look at this 4-hour chart here. See, I don't like the top of this gap here where this comes right on down. Realistically, you have to get above that price channel. That's at 2.84. If you can, you got a target there of 2.92. But realistically, I just like to have it fill that gap and then we could run up higher. Okay, let's take a look here on a daily and a weekly. Okay, here's your daily chart now. Okay, so you can see where we're all rolling on. Okay, so what you want to do here is, okay, you're sitting at 2.79, which is really basically right there. Okay, there's your support level. Now, again, if you could rally on up here, here's what you want to do. You want to look at that 2.85. You want to look at 2.92. And then what we do is we bring this price channel across. We look at 2.96. Okay, that's going to be your target right there. Again, if you can break above that 2.92. But realistically here, you're just sitting here. You're sitting right there. We got to see how this is all going to shake out. But see, there's that nice off that 200 there yesterday, which was very, very good. Held this 50-day. Let me bigger up a little bit for you. See, you held that nice 50-day yesterday. That was very, very good. Okay, because last week we had this topping tail. See that topping tail? Okay, and we held that 50-day, which is very, very good, and we held that 200-day. So now we got to see how this is all going to shake out. But I just hate when you have these gaps. We got to see what kind of trades that we're going to have today on this. But I just wish this gap would just be filled and be done with. Now this is here. It was last time we had that gap, and then here the previous time we had that gapped up and then it came down and then filled. It took like 2 weeks there and it eventually filled. But this gap is not filled yet. However, we just have to look and see on how this is going to shake out today. So here's what you want to watch. Okay, so we have that 2.79. So we just follow these candles all the way on down. Okay, so your next level here is going to be 2.75. And then we'll come right over to the top of this candle here. You're looking at 2.70. And then right here, this 8 SMA sitting at 2.67. And then we'll look here to the top of this candle at that 2.62. Okay, so this is really... it kind of throws the charts off, so you got to give it a little bit of time. Just a little bit bigger view for you, okay? So you're sitting at that 2.79, which is basically right there. Upside, just watch that 2.85 and 2.92. You break above that, you go to 2.96, okay? Downside, very, very simple. Watch that 2.75. Here, watch the top of this candle, 2.70, and then right there at 2.76, and then we have your gap fill at 2.62. If that's lost there, well, then we can come all the way down here. Just watch this 50-day at 2.50 on a closing basis by Friday. Very, very key. If that's lost here, you can come all the way down here to this 2.22 level here. Very, very easy if this 21-day is lost. Okay, that'd be your first target, but always watch this. Now, we have a nice bullish cross here. See how that 8-day went above the 21-day? Now, as that rolls up, that's going to provide very, very good support, just like this 8 SMA here. Look at that support all the way on up on this nice parabolic run that we had going here, okay? So, bottom line is this. Watch the next level on the upside, 2.85, 2.92, that's your breakout. The following level, 2.96. Downside, very easy, okay? 2.75, 2.70, right there, 2.67. If that's lost here, then we got to look for this 2.50, and then we're going to be looking here for the 200-day at 2.45. Okay, that's lost. Well, here's the target at 2.39, that 21 SMA. Now, this chart is still very, very bullish when you look at this. See your 8-day, bottom left, upper right, 21-day, 50-day. This is still looking very, very good here, but with this contract roll, we got to see how it all shakes out. Okay. I'll be back here for midday trading, and we'll see how natural gas is playing out. We'll see how crude oil is playing out, and then we'll always throw something in the old mix. Okay, thanks for watching.